This has been an incredibly challenging 15 months, and we're not out of the woods. COVID's not taking the summer off. It's not behind us. You're seeing what's happening all around the world, and now increasingly all across the United States, and even here in Southern California and other parts of our state, we still have a lot of work to do. So the impacts are still being felt, and they're very real. And that's why we put a program up, which is the largest now in the nation, $5.2 billion to pay 100% of your back rent to April of last year, and to pay 100% of your rent through September 30th of this year if you've been impacted directly by COVID-19. This is available to all eligible individuals and families, households that earn anywhere from 50 to 80% of federal poverty. Family of four in LA County, around $95,000 a year, eligible for this program. 100% of your back rent taken care of, and a program which adds an additional $2 billion on top of the 5.2, an additional $2 billion that provides support to pay off your utilities, to pay your water bill, your electric bill, and as you noted, your internet bill as well. She said, don't forget about the internet. Now, that said, only 41% of people in this community have access to the internet. And that's why a lot of folks are not aware of this program. And so we have work to do, and that's what these partnerships are all about. Roseanne, thank you for the opportunity to highlight one of those partnerships here. We have 110 community-based, as our secretary noted, 110 community-based organizations we partner with up and down the state, reaching out, knocking on doors, encouraging people, communities large and small, to fill out an application. If they can't fill out the application because of language barriers or because of other barriers of understanding or just the capacity of patience, because these are long federal applications that are combined with state and local rules and regulations, we have teams of people now that are helping in that process as well. Over $1 billion now has been requested, $1.02 billion as of this morning has been requested under this program. We have over 108,000, just shy of 109,000 applications, and we're encouraging others that may not be aware of it or may need a little bit of a push to take advantage of this program. And here's why. After September 30th, the likelihood that we're going to extend an eviction moratorium is very modest. We were able to extend it beyond June 30th, and we talked a moment ago about the stress because she was under that June 30th timeline and literally got in on June 30th and didn't know that the state was able to extend that moratorium, but was under the assumption it was not going to go, as was her landlord. But September 30th, we were able to extend it, but the likelihood of moving beyond that diminishes every day, particularly as the economy comes roaring back, as it has in this state, but not for everybody. So we're here outreaching. We're here to remind people of the power and potency of this program. And for those that do have access to tools and technology, housingiskey.com. Housingiskey.com. We now have a much better website than we did a few months ago, much more culturally competent in language. We have reduced the paperwork and time to fill out applications, and we built more robust partnerships with community-based organizations all up and down the state. Mr. Mayor, thank you for your leadership here in Bell Gardens. Thank you for everything you've done in partnership with your Recreation Department to have a multi-use center like this operating on all cylinders. We were with young kids in a summer enrichment program behind all of you a moment ago. You see the kids outside running around in a safe environment. You've done amazing work here in terms of testing and outreach on vaccinations, and of course here now filling out applications. This is what it's all about, connecting dots and bringing people together. So we wanted to highlight this critical program, and we want to encourage folks that may be on the fence or not believe it is real. 100% your back rent paid off going back to April of last year, not this year, and we'll pay your rent going forward through September 30th of this year and help with an additional $2 billion support of water and electric and internet bills, all utility bills as well. So that's why we're here, to promote that program. And we're also here mindful in closing that this Delta variant, which we were able to sequence genomes last week, and we announced last Friday that 43% of all the sequenced genomes are the Delta variant. This Friday, we'll update those numbers. You're seeing all across this country, and as I noted, around the rest of the world, the Delta variant becoming the dominant variant. Much more easily transmitted and much more impactful, particularly those who haven't been vaccinated. Those that are in the hospitals, those that have died, overwhelmingly are people that have not been vaccinated. I cannot impress upon you more the power of getting vaccinated. If we want to extinguish this pandemic, this disease, we've got to get vaccinated. Period, full stop. You're seeing again around the rest of the world. Read the headlines in Indonesia right now. Read the headlines in Portugal right now. Read the headlines in the United States of America right now. We have got to do more. And so this state is not just doubling down, we're quadrupling down in terms of our targeted and strategic and surgical outreach, GOTV, get out the vax programs, vax to school strategies, community-based organizations also knocking on doors, reaching out where people are, more and more trusted, real trusted messengers, not elected officials, doctors, members of the community, giving people the tools of information and knowledge. So I just encourage people as well, take advantage of this program, take advantage of free vaccinations regardless of your immigration status. Final words, the program we're promoting here today is available to all California residents regardless of status as well.